Let's read Itty-Bitty Kitty Corn. Whoops. Itty-Bitty Kitty Corn. Kitty thinks she might be a unicorn. A horn sits atop her fuzzy head, pointing up, up, up to the sky. She feels so perfectly unicorny. "Look at me," says Kitty. "You're not a unicorn, Putty Pie," says Parakeet. "You're curled up like a cat, Fluffy Fry," says Gecko. Kitty stands tall. She prances on her clawed unicorn hooves. She gallops on her eensy-weensy unicorn legs. "Look at me," says Kitty. "You're still not a unicorn, Fuzzy Hiney," said Parakeet. "You have a stubby tail, Teeny Tiny," says Gecko. Kitty closes her eyes. She concentrates, and poof, her tail puffs up fat. "Look at me," says Kitty. "You're never going to be a unicorn, Fluffy Foo," says Parakeet. "You meow in your sleep, Miffy Mew," says Gecko. "Neigh," says Kitty. "Neigh, neigh." She sticks her pink nose in their ears in case they didn't hear. "Neigh." "You're a cat," says Parakeet. "And that's that," says Gecko. Still, Kitty's unicorn heart beats faster, harder. She lifts her front hoof and sweeps her magnificent tail. The sun is low. The shadows are long. At last, she looks exactly how she feels. "Ha ha! Look at me now!" yells Kitty. "Wow!" says Parakeet, astonished. "Woo!" says Gecko, impressed. "Finally they see me," thinks Kitty. Until, clop, 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 Gecko points with his fat-tipped finger. "Now that's a unicorn." The unicorn brandishes his horn. He sweeps his magnificent tail. He neighs a mighty neigh. Suddenly, Kitty feels no bigger than a ball of lint. Flop, flop, flop. Aww. "Pardon me," says Unicorn. "Yes," squeaks Kitty. "I so admire your fuzzy ears and silver whiskers," says Unicorn. "You do?" says Kitty. "And I wondered," Unicorn looks right and then left. "Did you know?" "What?" says Kitty. "Did you know?" says Unicorn, whispering now. What? Yells Kitty. "Did you know," says Unicorn, "that I am a kitty-corn?" Kitty gasps. Her tiny tail twitches with joy. "Yes," says Kitty, "I see that now. You are a kitty-corn. You are a fuzzy, furry, adorable kitty-corn." Unicorn nods. "I knew that another kitty-corn like you would see." "Yes," says Kitty, "I see you." Kitty and Unicorn are both kitty-corns. Kitty trots on her soft, teeny paws, and Unicorn pads on his huge golden hooves. They both like to toss their manes and brandish their horns. They both like to scamper after bumblebees and stretch out on a patch of grass. And when the sun is low, their shadows merge till you can no longer tell one from the other. See the end papers? Parakeet and Gecko and Kitty. And that was called Itty-Bitty Kitty Corn. I hope you enjoyed that and that you subscribe and come back often. And we'll see you next time on Stories with Grandma.